April. How's it going? You're getting married soon, aren't you? How are you and your fiancé? I heard you've been bragging about it all over town.
Oh, hey Mandy. How are you? I mean, I did get engaged recently, but I don't think I've been bragging about it. Who told you that?
Come on, you don't have to play dumb with me. I know you've been rubbing your fancy new husband-to-be in everyone's faces, right? I've been hearing about the wedding from people all over town. It's been a big topic of discussion.
Really? I tried to keep the whole thing private and small, but I guess there's no stopping word from getting out.
I just heard about it today from some of our old high school classmates. I didn't know you still kept in touch with them. You're the first one from our class to get married, you know. Of course, everyone is dying to know all about it.
Are you joking? I know this is a small town, but I really didn't expect everyone to still be talking about my wedding. I bet my mom went around telling everyone. She can't help herself when she gets going. I certainly haven't been running around bragging to the entire town. The speed at which news spreads around here is frightening.
Really? I didn't know your mom was one to gossip.
Yeah, she's head of the neighborhood watch. Practically all she does is gossip. I told her to keep our engagement on the down low, but it seems like she can't hold herself back. At least, that's the only reason I can think of as to why everyone suddenly is interested in my personal business.
I mean, you must have bragged a little bit, right? After all, the two of you are quite rich now, right?
Who would I brag to? I'm not particularly close to anyone in town. You know that. I've never been great at making friends. Not in school and certainly not now. I don't have anyone to gossip with in the first place.
Well, you're right about that. You've always been a bit of a hermit. I've known you since middle school, and you've always been ugly, unpopular, and shy. I'm honestly shocked that you managed to find a man in the first place. Your only redeeming factor is your smarts. Although personally, I'd happily take bad grades and good social skills over your situation.
Well, I'm glad the misunderstanding is all cleared up now. I haven't been bragging about anything. If you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
Wait just 1 second, April. I wanted to talk to you about something important. Won't you wait until I'm finished before you run away to work?
What is it, Mandy? This better be worth my time.
So, the rumors were true then? You're really getting married? From what I've heard, the ceremony is next month, right?
Yes, our wedding is coming up soon. What about it?
I'm still in disbelief, to be honest. To think, out of all of us, you're the one who's getting married first. I mean, let's be honest. You come from a poor family and your face leaves a lot to be desired. I thought for sure I'd be able to get married before someone like you.
You already said this before. What do you want from me, Mandy? I'm not sure why you're so caught up on who gets married first. It's not like a competition or anything, you know?
The fact that you think you're above everyone else is enough to irritate me. Just because you're marrying rich doesn't make you better than me. Frankly, I'm angry that someone as lowly and disgusting as you is receiving any attention at all. It's not fair. So I've taken it upon myself to do something about it. I'm going to steal your man, April.
Excuse me? What do you want with Steve?
I mean, he's sleeping right next to me now. You can call him yourself and ask where he is. He's already in my grasp. Literally. He's sleeping peacefully here in my room.
What are you talking about? What are you doing with my fiancé?
A friendless, ugly nerd like you doesn't deserve to live a life of luxury married to a nice man like Steve. You certainly won't outshine someone of my caliber. You better learn your place and stay there.
Do you have any proof that you are actually with Steve right now? This is all very sudden.
Oh, what's wrong, April? Having trouble accepting reality. I wasn't going to send this because I didn't want to completely break your heart. But you've given me no other choice. I'll send you a picture of us cuddled up together in my bed. Then you can't deny it. You better make sure your heart is ready for this. I wouldn't want you to faint from shock.
April, listen, I'm sorry, okay? I regret it, really. It won't happen again, I promise. Please, delete that picture that Mandy sent immediately. I didn't know that she was gonna send you that kind of thing.
Even if I deleted the picture, the image of you two together is still burned into my brain, Steve. I can't believe you cheated on me. With the girl who picked on me all throughout school, nonetheless. How long have you been seeing her behind my back? What were you doing at her house?
This is all a big misunderstanding, April. It's not what you think. I stayed overtime at work yesterday and went out for drinks afterwards with some colleagues. Mandy was at the bar and offered to let me crash at her place since I was too drunk to drive home. That's all. I was drunk and she seemed like a nice woman. I didn't know the two of you were old classmates. Before I realized what was happening, she was sleeping next to me. I never meant to do anything suspicious behind your back.
Just because you were drunk doesn't make cheating okay, Steve. That's no excuse. You're engaged. You can't just go around accepting someone's invitation back to their place at a bar.
I didn't think the two of you knew each other. I didn't know she was going to text you all of those horrible things. I'm so sorry, April, really. I won't do anything like this ever again. You're the only woman for me.
Whatever. Do what you want. You're not my problem anymore. We're through. I'm breaking up with you. The engagement is off. Forget about the wedding.
Wait. Can we talk this out? Let's sit down together over coffee and talk about it. We don't have to call off the wedding over this. I promise it won't happen again. The wedding is next month. It's too late to cancel everything now.
I don't care. I don't need a refund or anything. But there's absolutely no way I can marry you after what you've done. I don't want to see you ever again, to be frank. I just want you out of my life. What woman would go through with a wedding knowing that her fiancé is a cheater?
Come on, April. Hear me out. We can move forward from this. I'm not a cheater. Sure, I made a mistake last night, but it will never happen again. I was drunk. I wasn't thinking straight. Please, don't be so angry. I don't want to throw away what we have over this. We can work this out together.
No, we can't. Cheating is not something I can just forgive and forget, Steve. This is a serious problem. The reality is that you cheated on me a few weeks before our wedding. I'll never be able to trust you again. I can't love someone who would do something like that to me. I'm disappointed in you, Steve.
Why can't you forgive me? I've apologized over and over, haven't I? Why can't you let this go? Why won't you forgive me so that we can go back to the way things were? Don't you want the both of us to be happy? Grow up and get over it. Everyone gets cheated on at some point. It's normal. I got drunk and I cheated on you once. Big deal. You're lucky to have me in the first place, so get over it already.
I beg your pardon. Do you realize the position you are in here?
You're completely overreacting, April. There's no need to destroy our whole relationship over a drunken mistake. I don't think I've really done anything that horrible, to be frank, and yet here I am apologizing to you anyways. Won't you just suck it up and accept my apology already? Why are you being so hysterical about it? If there's really no way you can be a mature adult and forgive me, then fine. I guess there's no future for us if you're gonna act like a child throwing a tantrum over this.
What are you talking about? You're the one who's clearly in the wrong here. I'm the one who is mad at you. You have absolutely no reason to shift the blame on me. Just because you don't think cheating is a big deal doesn't mean it's not to me. I don't have to forgive you just because you think I should.
Oh, get off your high horse and shut up already, April. I don't want to hear it. It's not like I wanted to cheat on you in the first place, but what was I supposed to do? Sure, maybe cheating while you're engaged is not the greatest thing, I'll admit that much. But I couldn't help myself. She was way cuter than you and totally into me.
How does that validate your actions in the slightest? You're a grown man and you should be able to control yourself.
Maybe you should consider your own position before screaming and crying about being cheated on. I would have no reason to cheat on you if you were even a little bit prettier and more feminine in the first place. Even though I had been drinking, I tried my best to refuse, you know? But she wouldn't give up.
Are you telling me that all of this is my fault? Because I'm not as pretty as Mandy is? I'm sorry I'm not a supermodel, but there's more to a relationship than looks, Steve. I expect you to have enough respect for me to say no to other women.
Respect? For a woman like you? Don't make me laugh. You're the least womanly lady I have ever met. All you do is work all day and you're never home to cook or clean for me. I was crazy to think that I could shape you into a suitable woman in the first place. You refuse to act wifely in the slightest. No matter how much more money you earn than me, it doesn't matter. I am the man in this relationship and you should work to make me happy.
I've been paying your rent and bills for years, Steve. I thought you respected me and my work. You've never voiced any of these concerns to me before. You've been leeching off of me this whole time. What gives you the right to tell me how to live?
Whatever, you're not the kind of woman I want to be stuck with for the rest of my life anyways. The wedding is off. Good luck finding another man who's willing to put up with your crap, April. I mean, you're ugly as a brick and you won't even allow a little bit of cheating. What sort of a man would agree to stay with a woman like you? Be single and pathetic for the rest of your life, you sad excuse for a woman.
April! Have you heard the news? Steve proposed to me today. We're engaged. I'm getting married before you after all. Even though we've only dated for 3 months, he said he's never been so in love with anyone else. So we want to get married as soon as possible.
Oh, really? Good luck with that, Mandy. I mean, everyone already knows that you're marrying a cheater. I wonder how long he'll stay faithful to you. You've been bragging about him all over town, haven't you? Don't you think it's bad luck to marry the man you stole from another woman?
Me? Brag? I've never done such a thing. I've just been sharing my good news with all my friends. I mean, basically the whole town is invited to the wedding. Well, everyone except you, that is. I wouldn't go as far as to call sending out invitations bragging, but that's just my perspective. It's going to be a huge event. I've already got 12 ladies in line to be bridesmaids.
Oh, and telling me that isn't bragging either? Even though I'm not invited in the first place?
Everyone is so excited. I'm afraid the party is going to get a bit out of hand. We're hiring a famous DJ after all. Well, even if the cops are called for a noise complaint, I'm friends with the entire force. Nobody can stop us from throwing a rager of a wedding. I'm so excited to be the first in our class to get married. It feels like the universe is back in order, don't you think? On top of that, I'm going to be the wife of a CEO. Aren't you happy for me? I guess someone as beautiful and popular as me marrying rich isn't all that much of a shock after all. Don't you think we make a good couple?
The wife of a CEO? What are you talking about?
Why are you acting dumb? You know. Since you and Steve were together before, you were already aware. But he's the CEO of a huge company. To be honest, I was planning on throwing him out after stealing him from you, but all that changed when I found out he was so successful. He's the ideal partner for someone high class like me. I'm going to live the life of luxury I deserve.
Who told you that? Did Steve tell you he was a CEO? Have you looked into his background yourself at all?
What are you talking about? Steve is rich. Who am I to question that? I wouldn't have said yes to his proposal if I wasn't sure he was a high-class man. I can't believe you were about to marry a man like Steve. Talk about a mismatch. Like you deserve a man of his caliber. I bet it was a huge disappointment for him to come home from working so hard every day and seeing a hideous woman like you in his house. Honestly, I'm shocked he put up with a parasite like you for so long. It's ridiculous.
I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding here, Mandy.
Whatever, April. Steve is all mine now. He's head over heels in love with me. There's no chance of him taking you back now. He said he's going to give me my dream wedding. We're pulling out all the stops. We got the cost estimate back from the wedding planner yesterday, and guess how much it's going to cost? $80,000. It's going to be the biggest and grandest wedding this town has ever seen.
$80,000 on a wedding? Are you two insane? That's a lot of money to waste in one day, don't you think? Are you sure Steve has the money to pay for that? I seriously doubt it.
Of course he does. He will spend as much money as he has to in order to make me happy. From now on, I'm going to live a high-class life of luxury. My wedding needs to be up to standard. Oh, and if I see a low-class, filthy peasant like you anywhere near my wedding, I'm calling the cops.
Wait. Steve isn't a CEO, Mandy. I am.
What are you saying? There's no way that's true.
I really don't know why Steve would tell you that he's the CEO in the first place. I'm the one who leads my own company. That's why I'm at work most of the time. Steve is a normal office worker. He makes an average salary.
Wait, what are you talking about? I thought he had a lot of money. Are you trying to tell me that Steve is lying to me? A likely story. He said it straight to my face. He told me he was the CEO of a big company. That's why he said it was okay to spend all that money on the wedding. How else could he promise me that?
Did he tell you what kind of company he runs? Did he give you a name or address or anything that you can use to back up his claims?
Well, no. But I've got no reason to doubt him.
He should be able to describe what sort of work his company does since he runs the whole thing. Ask him about it yourself. If he can't even answer that much, my point is pretty much proven. He's no CEO, and he's definitely not all that wealthy. He probably won't believe me, though. Why don't you sit down with Steve and chat about it?
Why should I believe you? You've always been poor and pathetic. How does someone like you end up in a position of power like that? It's more believable that Steve is the one with the fancy, high-paying job. Don't you agree?
If you don't believe me, look it up yourself. I run a bridal company. It's called Klein's Bridal. We book venues, sell dresses and decor, and hire officiants for weddings. It's a pretty famous company. Haven't you heard of it before?
You? The CEO of Klein's Bridal? You're joking, right? Don't make me laugh.
Just Google search my name. All the proof you need is all there. I've also done interviews on TV and have my articles published in multiple magazines. It was always my dream to be an event planner, so I started my own company. It grew rapidly, and now we have branches all over the world. It's been hard work, but I'm proud of my company and its success. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Anyways, I never intended on being rich in the first place, but it's just sort of happened over time. I'm independently one of the wealthiest women in the country.
You're joking, right? There's no way someone like you could do so well. A woman like you, CEO? That's completely unbelievable.
Anyways, I wouldn't trust Steve if I were you. He's lying about his job and his wealth. I've got a company to run, so if you'll excuse me.
April, what am I gonna do? Mandy just sent me a message saying we're through and blocked me. I can't get hold of her at all. Our wedding is in a month. What am I supposed to do now? Why did she suddenly change her mind? She doesn't even want to get married to me anymore.
Oh? Wow, who could have seen this coming? You're the one who lied to her about your job and income in the first place. What did you expect?
Wait, what are you talking about? I never lied to her. I didn't say that. Sure, Mandy did seem to think I was some sort of wealthy businessman, but I never told her that myself.
What? Then how did she get that idea in the first place? Why didn't you correct her right away?
I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. If she was convinced I was rich, who was I to tell her otherwise? I guess she just interpreted things the way that she wanted to and went with that. It's not my fault.
What did you tell her about your job, Steve? Mandy told me that you straight up told her you were the CEO of a big, powerful company.
Well, when I proposed to Mandy, she did say something strange. She said something like, "I'll marry you, but only if you give me the flashing wedding I deserve," or something like that. All I said was that I had connections so that I could give her whatever she wanted. More specifically, I told her I had connections to CEOs and big businesses. She must have thought that I meant I also ran a company.
Oh, connections to CEOs and big businesses, huh? And who might that be, Steve? No wonder she misunderstood that. You were deliberately trying to make it sound like you were a wealthy man.
What? Don't blame me for her stupidity. She's the one who never asked for clarification.
You're a lost cause. So, who are these fancy business leaders you're apparently so close with? I didn't know you were friends with my associates. Have you ever met them in person, even?
What are you talking about? I know you, don't I? And you know other CEOs. Plus, you run a bridal company, so I thought that you could help me out with my wedding.
Are you insane? What in the world made you think I would help you out with your wedding to the woman you cheated on me with? If the only CEO you know is your ex-fiancé, I would hardly call that a business connection. What are you, an idiot? Who in their right mind would go out of their way to help out someone in your position?
I mean, even though we broke up, we were going to be married not so long ago. You've got to at least have some positive feelings for me, right? No matter how expensive the wedding ends up being, you'll help me out, right? At least give me a discount. Like an ex-boyfriend discount. Let's say 50% or even 90% for all those times I paid for you when we went on dates.
What is wrong with you? I don't want anything to do with you, and I'm certainly not going to give you a discount on your over-the-top wedding.
Really? Not even like 20%? You can manage that much at least, right?
If anything, I'd upcharge the two of you 50% for all the emotional turmoil you've put me through. You've got some nerve to even consider planning your wedding through my company in the first place.
What? No way. That's completely unfair, and you know it. I only told Mandy that she could plan such an elaborate wedding because I assumed that you would help me out.
What you're telling me is that you planned out an entire wedding with the assumption that your ex-girlfriend would pay for the whole thing?
We already finalized the details of the ceremony yesterday. I can't get a refund now. I already paid 10% of the total cost as a guarantee. What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. Maybe talk to me before you make plans assuming I'll help you out? The cancellation fee, if you've already finalized the details, is 50% of the total cost of the wedding. Can you afford that? If you don't pay us back in full, I have every right to take you to court over this. I hope you understand that.
Don't you think that's a bit harsh? We used to be so close, you and I. The wedding is going to cost over $80,000. That means the cancellation fee alone is over $30,000. There's no way that I can afford that.
Maybe you should have taken a minute to read the terms and conditions before signing a contract. I heard from one of my employees yesterday that we made a huge deal, but I had no idea it was your wedding. You're crazy if you think we're just going to let you off with a warning here. We can and will use all methods to make sure you either pay for the wedding in full or go forward with the cancellation.
April, come on. You've got to do something to help me out. You're the CEO after all. Can't you pull some strings? At this rate, I'm going to lose Mandy and all of my savings. You've got to help me out. You know I don't make all that much money. It'll take me years to recover financially from this. I thought you'd help us out and give me a good discount. At this rate, everything is ruined.
You really are an absolute numbskull, aren't you? I hope you realize that since this is such a large contract, I have to get involved with any cancellation procedures. If you want to not have to pay us back the entire cost in full, you better be prepared to show up for all the cancellation formalities. I'm still expecting the 50% payment within a month from today. Don't expect any preferential treatment just because I'm getting involved.
April! What am I supposed to do now? This is all your fault! How was I supposed to know you were the CEO contact Steve was talking about? Why couldn't you just swallow your pride and give us the discount on the wedding anyways? Are you really the kind to hold a grudge? You're being completely unreasonable. You and Steve both are the worst of the worst! He's a filthy liar and you're an ugly, vengeful hag!
Oh, now you're here to blame everything on me too? I just put Steve in his place a few hours ago.
I can't believe Steve didn't tell me he wasn't a CEO. All of this could have been avoided if he'd been honest with me in the first place. Why didn't you tell me earlier that he was poor? This is all your fault. If you ever want my forgiveness, you better introduce me to a real CEO quickly. You know some really rich men, don't you? Set me up on a date with one of them.
Set you up on a date? Are you kidding? You've got to be out of your mind if you think I'm going to go out of my way to do anything for you.
What? Why not? You owe me this. Come on, there's gotta be at least one single, relatively attractive CEO, you know? Introduce me to him. Maybe I can steal another boyfriend of yours. Only if he's wealthy, though.
Who do you think I am? Why would I try to get involved romantically with any of my business associates? I don't know about any of my associates' private lives, and honestly, I don't care. I have a small group of close friends, and I'm happy with that. My business is separate from my personal life.
Are you serious? Do you realize the position you're in? You're one of the richest women in the country. You could be dating models and celebrities. You're wasting so much potential here. Fine. Well, make some famous friends and then introduce them to me. It shouldn't be hard for you, right? Using your connections as a CEO, you could find me a rich single man within a day, couldn't you? It's not too late for me to still be the first in the class married. So hurry up and find me a man!
Mandy, I don't like you. I don't want anything to do with you. Why do you expect me to help you out? Go running around town preying on wealthy men yourself if you're so desperate. It's not my responsibility. Maybe next time, you should do a background check on someone before agreeing to marry them.
There's no way I'll be able to find a man deserving of me without some help from you. You've got all the connections I need. Shut up and find me a rich CEO husband. I'm not asking, I'm demanding. What am I supposed to tell everyone about me and Steve? It's all your fault I'm going to be embarrassed in front of everyone.
All right, you've been bragging about your CEO husband all over town. Yikes. That's going to be hard to explain.
Exactly! So you've got to help me out. I need to find an actual CEO right now. It's on you to give me the elaborate wedding I deserve. It's the wedding I was promised. I don't care if they aren't your friends. You can still introduce me to your business associates, right? You all have formal events and parties sometimes, right? Why can't I come with you to one of them? You have to help me. Otherwise, my social life is completely over. I can't tell anyone about what happened to me and Steve.
Don't worry. You don't have to tell them yourself. It sounds like everyone already knows. Go ask around town yourself if you don't believe me. But I think it's too late for you to run away from this one.
What? Since when? Who told them?
I mean, now you can relax. There's no rush for you to find a replacement for Steve since everyone knows what happened. Everyone in town knows that you lied about your CEO boyfriend. They also know that you stole him from me. Maybe you should be focusing more on yourself than caring about what everyone else thinks, Mandy.
Shut up! Get off of your high horse already! You're no better than I am! Did you tell everyone about this? How'd they find out? It hasn't even been 24 hours since I broke things off with Steve!
Well, since you took it upon yourself to tell basically everyone in town every detail of your elaborate wedding, of course everyone started looking into the details. It wasn't hard to figure out that Steve wasn't the CEO he claimed to be. Seems like your friends were able to do a bit more investigative work than you were regarding the man you were going to marry. To be frank, they probably all knew the truth about the whole situation even before you did. You're the laughingstock of the whole town, Mary.
Me? A laughingstock? I don't believe it. Everyone loves and respects me.
I don't keep in contact with many people from our school days, but even the few I do talk to know all about your situation. I don't know why you expected people to not figure out the whole Steve situation in the first place. You yourself told me that everyone in town was talking about Steve and me when we were engaged. What were they supposed to think when you started dating him instead? Ultimately, though, it's your own fault that everyone knows about your relationship with Steve. Don't you think? Maybe next time you should be a little more careful with what you brag about and who you brag to.
What do you mean? How is this my fault? Is it a crime to talk to your friends about your life?
Take some time to think about your actions and reflect on what you could have done differently. Maybe then you can improve yourself. Otherwise, I worry for your future, Mandy. You aren't great at decision-making, are you?
This can't be happening. Who are you to tell me how to live my life? How am I supposed to go face anyone at this rate? I'll have to leave town and change my name. I deserve a life of luxury. I am a high-class woman. I should be the CEO, not you. I'm the kind of person who succeeds in the end, not you. So why are you here lecturing me on how to live? Why are you winning?
I'm only trying to help you out here. I don't like seeing people self-destruct, no matter who they are or what they've done. Mandy, you've done nothing but hurt me my entire life. You made school absolutely miserable for me. Your words and actions have consequences on the people around you. I hope you realize that eventually. Maybe this is the wake-up call you need to turn your life around. You have the potential to be better than this. If you ever really want the love and respect of the people around you, you have to build up a good reputation and help yourself first.
What do you know? You're rich and successful and everyone still hates you. I'm not a horrible person. I'm better than you. I'm better than everyone else and I deserve the best. This whole Steve situation is just a big misunderstanding. My friends will accept me back with open arms. Just watch. I refuse to allow people to look down on me.
Mandy, you really are a lost cause, aren't you? Go then. Go see what they are saying about you. You better make up a good story to explain yourself if you don't intend on coming clean. Good luck with that. Don't come crying to me again when your whole world falls apart around you. Well then, I've got a lot of work to do. Have a nice life, Mandy. I hope you eventually grow up. After that, Mandy ran around town making up stories to cover up the truth. She ended up trapping herself in a web of lies. Nobody in town believes her anymore, and I doubt she'll ever be able to be trusted again. The more desperate she got, the more elaborate her lies became. Apparently, Mandy started to believe the lie she told herself and is now a shell of the person she was before. I've heard that she's been checked into a mental hospital on account of her delusions. Since she was checked into the mental health facility, nobody has heard a word from her. As for Steve, he continues to struggle to pay my company back the wedding cancellation fees. Because of the large amount he owes, we agreed to allow him to pay us back in installments with interest. I've heard that he asked not only his parents, but also co-workers and friends for extra money. As a result, he lost his job and is living as a loner in a shabby apartment. My company has continued to thrive and grow, and I've dedicated myself full-time to work. It will be a long time before I trust someone enough to let them into my life.